Hi, it's Denise here, a member at Woodville Baptist Church. I'm recording a thought for the week, which is about worship. So worship is the act of attributing worth or value or honour to something. It's a wonderful thing. It takes our eyes off ourselves and puts our eyes onto something worthy, bigger than us. I would be recommending that we worship God. Other things may want our worship. We may be tempted to worship other things, but the truth is nothing else on earth or beyond earth is worthy of worship. And we get into trouble when we place, whether it be money, relationship, even family, and certainly pop stars, etc., on a platform to worship them. So worshipping God is wonderful. Worship is welcome. God loves us. He made us in his image and he made us to worship him. And so the desire to worship things is in each one of us. Some people may doubt that about themselves. They may feel that they're not drawn to various things. But I'll guarantee you that you were made in God's image and you were made to worship. And you may have withdrawn from that for some reason. But we're all capable of worshipping God. And we're made to worship, so we would do well to put our focus back on him. So worship is wonderful, it's welcome, and the truth is it's also very powerful, and worship in the Bible is described as a weapon, because when we choose to put God first and we choose to give him his rightful place by just praising him, we can use the Bible, we can read things that tell God that he's amazing. We can just use our own words and thank him for things big and small that we know to be true, or that we know about him. And when we do those things, that's praise, that's worship. So it's powerful and it's a weapon, because you may not notice this, but I certainly do. When we go out in the world, it's not God that's on a pedestal. It's not God that's headline on the news. It's not God that's given the glory for the things that go well in the world, but he's quite often given the blame for things that don't. And even within the church, it's true to say that there are a lot of people who give God a bad name, and we need to reclaim his authority, because it's been given to us, and it's a great thing when we declare his praise and when we defend him or speak up for our faith and the relationship we have with Jesus. So those are all good things, and they do change what we might call the spiritual atmosphere around us. So if you doubt me, I would challenge you to try it. In a situation where you feel discouraged or you feel things are against you, just start praising. Start with a grateful heart and start with that, because I am not saying this from a position of having victory over all things in all places, but I do know that one of the beginnings of defeat is when I take my eyes off God and I start not being grateful and being cynical or being downbeat about things. And the quickest way to turn around is to begin worshipping. For me, that probably is tuning over to YouTube and finding a song that's encouraging, or popping on a CD, or reading one of the Psalms in the Bible. And just before I finish, I'll read you a little bit from Psalm 149. So this reminds us how God feels about us worshipping. So verse 4 says, "For the Lord takes delight in his people. He crowns the humble with salvation. Let the saints rejoice in his honour and sing for joy on their beds. May the praise of the Lord be on their mouths, and a double-edged sword in their hands." So God isn't a meek God, he's an amazing God. So worship is wonderful, it's welcome, and it's a weapon. Go for it. Thanks.